ask Dr. Gupta to make some remarks and introduce the members of his family here. Thank you, Dr. Gupta.
Thank you, Steve, for making those kind comments. Let me first introduce my family. My wife, Dr. Vandana Gupta. My daughter, Alka, and her husband, Amit. And my brother-in-law, Dr. A.J. Mangal. It is a great honor and a real special privilege to be here this evening and receive this award named after such a devoted community leader in our community. I am kind of overwhelmed and speechless at this point. I'll make very few brief remarks. I'm very thankful to Scrivener Foundation for inviting my family and me this evening and giving me this award. As you know, I work together with many, many different people whose efforts are represented by this award. And I will briefly talk about the work that we have done in the community and our continued commitment to improve the outcome of newborns in this community. Personally, I developed a passion for obstetrical neonatal care when I was in medical school in India, and I learned that there was very high maternal mortality rate. There was many women who would end up dying from the complications of pregnancy or childbirth. And I decided to become an expert in this field, gain knowledge and skills and experience so I can reduce the high neonatal and perinatal mortality rate. It was during my residency in Iowa City, Iowa, that I committed to this idea that if we can bring the advanced knowledge, the scientific principles that we learn in tertiary care center and apply them directly to the community hospital, because that's where most of the clinical action takes place, that we will further reduce complications and mortality for newborn babies. And I have been, along with many, many people, many of them sitting in this room, been working on these two ideas for the last 20 years in Southern Illinois, and we have been able to reduce neonatal mortality as well as reduce complications of prematurity, and this has been very, very gratifying to me. Of course, this is a teamwork. The success that we have had has many, many different people who are involved, and I want to briefly mention some people. Obviously, I mentioned my family. Their love and support is very important. It makes the foundation on which I can spend countless hours and make commitment to the hospital. Secondly, St. Elizabeth Hospital, from hospital sisters to many senior leadership personnel who brought me on board here and provided with all the resources and continued guidance throughout to develop these mother-child services and continue to help me build these services. My professional colleagues at the hospital, many of them are here: Margie, Peggy, Rose, Jim, Laura, Sarah, Robin, and they have been many others who have worked hard with me to bring about the clinical results that we have been able to achieve. There are many other organizations who participate with March of Dimes, including Southern Illinois Healthcare Foundation, Memorial Hospital, Southern Illinois Perinatal Network through IDPH, and St. Clair County Health Department. All of this partnership is very important to be able to do what we have been able to do. And lastly, and most importantly, the parents and families of newborns that we provide service to, for giving us an opportunity to help their sons and daughters and give us their trust so that we can make these efforts and continue to work on these. So on behalf of all these people, and with special honor and privilege, I accept this award tonight. Thank you very much.
Standing ovation. Look at that.
Let's hear it for our number one draft pick tonight. Well, I think you can tell by Dr. Gupta's comments, and you can feel the compassion that comes from his voice, why we believe we made the right choice this year in awarding this honor to Dr. Gupta and his